Unit 14. Quantity. Abundant. Existing or available in large quantities. The country has an abundant supply of fossil fuels. Ample. Enough, and often more than you need. There is ample evidence to prove his guilt. Area. A place on the surface of something such as a part of your body. Be sure to apply sunblock to sensitive areas of your skin. Area. The amount of space that the surface of a place or shape covers. The surface area of the screen should be at least 1 square meter. Average. Around a usual or ordinary level or standard. He's about average height. Average. Not very good. It was a decidedly average performance. Average. Calculated by adding a group of numbers together and dividing the total by the amount of numbers. The winds had an average speed of 15 miles per hour. Average. The amount, level, standard, etc., that is typical of a group of people or things. Incomes here are nowhere near the national average. Average. An amount that is calculated by adding several numbers together and dividing the total by the original number of things you added together. Add 20, 10, and 30 and find the average. Batch. A number of things or people that arrive or are dealt with at the same time. This new batch of students seems very nice. Batch. To group things together. Let's batch these envelopes into piles of 100. Bulk. Something that is very large, wide, and solid. We looked up at the great dark bulk of the cathedral. Bulk. The majority or largest part of something. Women still undertake the bulk of domestic work in the home. Bulk. If something is bought or sold in bulk, it is bought or sold in large quantities. Supermarkets only buy produce in bulk. Considerable. Large in size, amount, or degree. She made a considerable amount of money. Countless. Very many, especially more than you think is reasonable. She's made countless television appearances. Dimension. A part of a situation, especially when it influences the way you think about the situation. Doing voluntary work has added a whole new dimension to my life. Dimension. Length, height or width. A hologram represents an object in 3 dimensions. Diminish. To become less. The intensity of the sound diminished gradually. Diminish. To make something become less. The delay may well have diminished the impact of their campaign. Equation. A statement in mathematics that 2 sets of numbers or expressions are equal. Solve the equation 5x 3 is equal to 27. Equation. All the different aspects that you have to consider in a situation. In a choice between the use of rail and car. The question of cost will come into the equation. Equidistant. At the same distance from 2 places. The port is conveniently equidistant from the 2 major manufacturing centers. Expand. To become or make larger in size and fill more space. The water froze inside the pipe, causing it to expand and burst. Extent. The importance of a problem or situation. We were shocked by the extent of the damage. Extent. The degree to which something happens or is likely to happen. The extent to which your diet is successful depends on your willpower. Extent. The size or area of something. Open the table to its fullest extent. Finite. Existing only in limited numbers or amounts or continuing only for a limited time or distance. The world's finite resources must be used wisely. Force. Physical strength or violence. They accused the police of using excessive force during the arrest. Force. The influence or powerful effect that someone has. We have convinced people by the force of our argument. Force. A power that makes an object move or changes the way it moves. It fell because of the force of gravity. Force. To make someone do something that they do not want to do, for example, by using or threatening to use violence. He claims that police officers forced him to sign a confession. Force. To use physical force to move something in a particular direction. She forced the package through the slot. Fraction. A small part or amount of something. His shares are now worth a fraction of their former value. Fraction. A division or part of a whole number, for example 1/2 or 3/4. 0.5 can also be written as a fraction 1/2. Heap. A large pile of something, especially an untidy pile. His clothes were in a crumpled heap on the floor. Heap. To make a big untidy pile of things. Bundles of clothing were heaped on the floor. Imbalance. A situation in which the balance between two things is not equal or fair. There's an increasing social imbalance in recruitment to higher education. Immense. Extremely large. An immense amount of money has already been spent on the project. Intensity. Strength. The cross-examination increased in intensity. Magnitude. Great size, importance or effect. We hadn't grasped the magnitude of the task we were facing. Major. Important, serious, large or great. Age is a major factor affecting chances of employment. Mass. A large quantity or number. There's a mass of competing antivirus programs you can choose from. Mass. The amount of physical matter an object contains. This rock has a mass of 1 kilogram. Meager. Smaller or less than you want or need. There was only a meager food supply. Minor. Not very important in comparison with people or things of the same type. Some minor changes may be necessary. Minute. Very small. The soil contained minute quantities of uranium. Multiple. Involving or consisting of many people, things, or parts. Words can have multiple meanings. Multiple. A number that you can divide by a smaller number an exact number of times. 12 is a multiple of 4. Proportion. A quantity of something that is a part or share of the whole. Only a small proportion of graduates fail to find employment. Quantify. To measure or describe something as a quantity. The benefits are difficult to quantify. Rate. The number of times something happens, or the number of examples of something within a particular period of time. There's been a dramatic fall in the city's crime rate. Rate. The speed at which something happens within a particular period of time. The population was growing at an alarming rate. Rate. To consider that someone or something has a particular quality or has achieved a particular standard or level. In a recent poll, the environment is rated as the number one issue by 30% of the voters. Ratio. A relationship between two things expressed as two numbers or amounts. The ratio of expenditure to revenue was an alarming 4-to-1. Ration. A limited amount of something, especially food, that you are allowed to have, for example, when there is not much available or when someone else is controlling it. There's a ration of 2 eggs per person. Ration. To control the supply of something such as food so that people are allowed only a fixed amount. During the strike, petrol had to be rationed. Shrink. To become or make something smaller in size. Do you think this dress will shrink if I hand wash it? Sufficient. As much as is needed. Bedside lighting alone is not sufficient for most bedrooms. Sum. An amount of money. He was fined a sum of $1,000. Sum. A simple calculation. John's just starting to do sums at school. Uneven. Not regular in terms of size, length, quality, or quantity. The economy has prospered, but growth has been uneven. Vast. Extremely large. We found ourselves on a vast empty plain. Volume. An amount of something. The total volume of trade has reached $800 million. Volume. The amount of space something takes or can be filled with. The petrol tank has a volume of over 20 gallons. Widespread. Happening or existing in many places, or affecting many people. The project has received widespread public support. Money. Benefit. Money or other help that the government gives people who need financial help, for example, because they do not have a job. There has been an increase in the number of people claiming benefit. Benefit. An advantage you get from a situation. The new sports center will bring lasting benefit to the community. Benefit. To get help or an advantage from something. Thousands of households could benefit under the scheme. Compensation. Money that someone receives because something bad has happened to them. Victims of the world's largest industrial accident were paid $470 million compensation. Damages. Money that a court orders you to pay someone because you have harmed them or their property. The jury awarded damages of over $9 million to the victims. Debt. An amount of money that you owe. By this time, we had debts of over $15,000. Deduct. To take an amount or number from a total. Nothing will be deducted from your pay without your consent. Deposit. A first payment that you make when you agree to buy or rent something expensive, such as a car or house. She paid a $500 deposit and agreed to pay the balance within 6 months. Deposit. An amount of money that you pay into a bank account. He made a $2,000 cash deposit on April 5. Deposit. To pay money into a bank account. Billions of dollars are deposited in banks every day. Direct debit. An order to a bank to regularly pay money from your account to a person or organization. I pay all my bills by direct debit. Dividend. A share of the profits of a company, paid once or twice a year to the people who own the company's shares. The company will not be paying shareholders a dividend this year. Down payment. A first payment that you make when you are buying something and are going to pay the rest later. She made a $500 down payment and agreed to pay the balance within 6 months. Finance. Decisions on how money is spent or invested. He's now studying international banking and finance. Finance. Money that is used to pay for something such as a large project. The college has had to close due to lack of finance. Finance. To pay for something such as a large project. The scheme is being financed by the Arts Council. Insurance. An arrangement in which you regularly pay an insurance company or other organization an amount of money so that they will give you money if something you own is damaged, lost or stolen, or if you die or are ill or injured. You have to take out building and contents insurance as a condition of the mortgage. Interest. Money that a person or institution, such as a bank, charges you for lending you money. You will repay the money with interest, as agreed in the contract. Investment. Money used in a way that may earn you more money, for example, money used for buying property or shares in a company. Her investments were mainly in technology stocks. Investment. The process of spending money in order to improve something or make it more successful. Lack of investment had led to a decline in public services. Lump sum. Money in a single large payment rather than small separate payments. Are you going to pay the whole amount in one lump sum? Mortgage. A legal agreement in which you borrow money from a bank in order to buy a house. You pay back your mortgage by making monthly payments. On my present salary, I can't get a mortgage. Overdraft. An agreement with your bank that allows you to spend money when you have no money left in your account. Hefty fines are payable for those who exceed their overdraft limit. Pension. An amount of money that someone who no longer works because of their age or an illness, etc., is paid regularly, either by a company they once worked for or by the government. He started drawing his pension last year. Share. One of the equal parts of a company that you can buy as a way of investing money. The scheme allows employees to buy shares in the company. Speculate. To take the risk of investing your money in a company in the hope that you can make a big profit later by selling the shares you buy. Have you been speculating on the stock market? Withdraw. To take money from a bank account. You can withdraw cash at any of our branches.